you talk about LTRs too, and this is I'm gonna do an episode on this, right? But I had this revelation the other day. When you have an LTR, I realized that stands for three things you need to have a relationship: love, trust, and respect. That's the
Wow.
three components of LTR.
Wow.
You
Love,
know,
trust, and respect.
you need
Wow.
love,
That
trust, and
is.
respect. That's the
Wow.
first one here you see on the Modern Life Dating channel. Get ready
Yeah,
for everybody to see
dude, you
that.
heard it here first, man. Holy shit.
But
Wow.
it's so important, and that's why. And you know it's funny, Donovan, because like I have a girl now, you know what I'm talking about, and I'm gonna be 39 in
Oh,
December,
boy.
and I'm kind of like, I might be hanging up the clutch here
What?
soon.
No, John, say it ain't so.
Well, I mean, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna be like, 45, like, hey guys, let's go pick up girls. Like, no, I want to be a real estate mogul,
Look,
So
I remember when Roosh was on his way out of the game. I remember he said, I don't want to be fucking 60 years old at the mall asking girls where the pet shop is. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's like at some point you got to get out of the game.
yeah, and it's healthy. It's nothing wrong with that, right? And another thing too, I think being consistently in the dating space, right? When you're consistently out here dating and stuff like that. Let me see if my iPad's. I want to draw something.
Okay.
It's fucking dead. Let me see if I can draw it real quick on the side here. But when you're in the game, you're out here in the game, right? And you're trying to figure it out. Like, really, the point of it all is, in my opinion, relatively empty, because you have to think of, like, again, what Brandon said is like it to a degree, like learning game and stuff. Yes, it's good, but after a certain point, it is just empty victories. Like,
Yes.
let me ask you this, Don. Do you think that you could have been as financially successful as you are now if you were still out in Vegas partying and
No.
chasing holes and all that?
Hell no. And when I think about the amount of money that I blew chasing girls, dude, it makes me sick to my stomach. It makes me sick to my stomach. So, you know what? It's interesting. I say that I would have gotten to this point eventually, with or without Devin. When you put it in that context, maybe not.
That's what I was trying to hint at. Yeah, I don't want to, step on your toes and tell you what to think, but
no, that makes sense because when I was at the peak of my playerdom in Las Vegas, dude, I was spending copious amounts, and I was making a lot of money, but I was spending a lot of money too because I had the time to spend it. But when you're out of the game, when you're done, going after chicks or whatever, and you're working on, building your business and, you're working on your relationship, you don't have time, nor do you have the desire to do that stuff. So you might actually be right. I don't think that I would have been, just knowing my proclivities, I don't think I would have been as financially successful as I am now if I was not in a relationship.
Yeah. And I think that, staying in the game too long is, it's not good. And I just think that, you got, and another thing is this too. It's a like, honestly, you're a smart guy. You're so smart. You've really dragged yourself out of bad situation to like literally the top 1% of American population.
Yeah.
And it would have been it's a waste of Donovan Sharp to be out there just dealing with force.
Yeah.
It's just a waste of you as a human.
Yeah.
You are far more valuable now.
Oh, yeah.
Doing what you're doing, literally changing the culture, changing the tide of things in America, versus out here. And guess what? Hey, MLD, a hot girl last night. Lit, bro. Send pics.
Jesus.
Here she is. Awesome.
Right.
All right. Talk to you later.
Now I send you pictures. Now I send you pictures like, hey man, look what Devin cooked for me, or look what Devin bought me for Christmas, or look at this Valentine's Day.
Look at my bank account.
Okay, so I sent you a screen grab. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
I try not to look. I'm a little braggadocious. I'm trying to tone it down a little bit, but I do.
And this is how I view things. Okay, I just drew this thing up real quick.
Okay.
So this is like the cycle that I think most guys go through. And then if you stay on this shit forever, you're gonna be fucked up, because you're gonna meet a girl.
Oh wow, right? Yeah.
Meet a girl, start relationship trauma causes it to end because you've got with some fucking hoe.
Yeah.
And then now you got to heal the trauma.
Yeah.
Then you meet a girl. And then you start a relationship.
Relationship.
Relationship
There you
trauma
go.
causes a 10. Heal trauma.
Rinse and repeat.
That's it. Because when you're out picking up chicks and stuff, the majority of the chicks you're picking up are hoes.
Yes.
Because the majority of people involved in the pickup and hookup lifestyle are hoes. I got to give some props to Roosh because he did say that. And I see it now clear as day. It's like,
Of course.
it's a lot of broken people. But if you're in your mindset and you're like, I'm not looking for an LTR, I'm not looking for a way to get out, then this is your life. This is your life. But the thing is, I think that's why MGTOW guys get so butthurt, is because this happens once or twice. Because
and they're out.
How many times has this happened to you, Don?
Oh my God. Jesus fucking Christ. I can't even tell you, man. Dude, 35, 40 times at least.
Yeah.
Like,
same here.
yeah.
This happened plenty of times to me. I mean, I've gotten relationships that they've hurt my feelings to the point that I've cried. And like,
dude, absolutely. I've cried over girls before. You better,
and I think it is what it is. And I think the reason I'm going to be so transparently honest with this is because I just think that, because another thing that pisses me off too is like when people like Rich, or even like, honestly, Rolo said this one time. I was like, Rolo, come on, bro. He's like, me and my wife have never had a fight in 24 years. It's like, Rolo, come on, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Donovan, you and I have had disagreements before. Everybody fucking has disagreements. I'm sorry. This painting yourself as like the big, perfect guy. And Andrew Tate did that too. Andrew Tate's like, I'm the fucking top G. No woman will pull it over on me. I'm the fucking best one ever. And how does he enslaved now by the Romanian government? Because a fucking chick finessed him. And fucking, he didn't screen this chick correctly. So everybody has these traumas and stuff in relationships. But the thing is,
we talk about our L's, John.
Yes, you have to. It's detrimental to your audience that you don't. If you constantly paint this picture of you being the most perfect, impervious guy, guess what? You're just hurting more people than you are helping them. You're setting an impossible standard that people are going to try and achieve, and they're going to constantly fail, and they're going to be like, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Then they go black pill. Then they go MGTOW. Then they give up, right? Like, honestly, Rich talks about, like, I left the Mano Swamp. And his whole channel is like, here's top reasons she's a whore. Here's top reasons
he does now is complain.
And it's just like, bro, you are a fucking rainbow F word. You are a rainbow F word, bro.
I appreciate that.
I
appreciate that. Thank you. Very,
and that's the thing. So the thing with this is inevitably going to happen to you guys if you're out here on the game. But you have to understand that there is another thing when you have a relationship, and and here's the thing, it's going to take time and experience, but from here, that's where you find a good girl, right? And then when you find a good girl, and that's the thing, when you find a good girl, you have to leave the hoes behind, bros.
Yes.
You have to leave you have to make a choice.
Yep.
Okay. And guess what? For all you guys trying to say like, oh, I just, I'm settling. Motherfucker, everybody settles. You're not that great. Listen, let me tell you something, bro. My girl's settling for me. To a degree, Donovan's girl's settling for him. And to a degree, Donovan's settling for his girl. Everybody fucking settles. You're not perfect. None of you guys at home deserve the perfect girl.
Perfect.